if there is one single habit that I think that if done in the right way can literally change your life, and if done in the wrong way can literally have so many negative effects on your health and on your life in general, I think that that habit is sleep. And you know about the crazy thing. The crazy thing is that it's not that much about improving your sleep and mastering your sleep. It's much more about getting back to a state of sleeping that is natural to you. Because nowadays, it's not so much that there are just a few people that improve their sleep. It is that most people sleep like shit and therefore have the negative effects of sleep. And as soon as you improve your sleep and just sleep the way you are meant to be, you will inevitably start feeling the positive effects. You will feel more energy, you will feel more concentration, you will feel better, happier, your mood will improve, your performance in the gym and whatever sports you do will improve, and your life in general will improve. I've been researching and implementing and improving it since about 1 to 2 years now. And lately I've had an amazing opportunity. I have had the opportunity to help a friend of mine to improve his sleep, and that is exactly what I will be sharing with you in this video. I'm here with my friend and he will share with you his story. I will ask him a few questions and we will just try to understand how it works for him and what you can do to improve your sleep. So here we are. Welcome in this video. I'm happy to have you here and I'm happy to have the opportunity to interview you. Just quickly introduce yourself.
Hello, Andrew. First of all, thanks for the inviting. I'm David. I'm 16 years old and I'm from Italy. I know Andrew for like 2 to 3 years ago, and yes.
He's a really amazing soccer player, by the way. So let's dive into the video straight away. How did you feel, David, before trying to improve your sleep?
It was like that. I never had 100% of the energy. My head was never completely there. My eyes were really heavy and I had headache like every day. What I also had was tiredness during the day, and I also had to go to sleep like once a week, also twice a week.
What do you mean, once or twice a week?
In the afternoon,
okay,
because I was really tired, I need sleep for like 2 to 3 hours.
Well, it feels shitty to have to go to sleep in the afternoon. Personally, I never had that, but I remember that I had very often headaches. And how do you feel now that you have actually improved your sleep after, like, you have to know that David just improved his sleep since this week. He has been implementing my tips. So he has been experiencing since not a long time the benefits of it, but still, what can you tell us about it?
Yes, I'm seeing the changes, like I no longer have to go to sleep in the afternoon, which is awesome, yes. After a long time, I started to dreaming again, or when I wake up, I still remember the dreams, which I haven't had for a few years.
Ooh.
Also, that I have 100% of the energy during the day, and yes.
Sounds great. Yeah, I can totally relate. Personally, when I've improved my sleep, I felt obviously I had more energy, obviously my mood improved, obviously also my recovery at the gym improved, also my gains improved. You have to know that for a very long time, I remember this was actually last year, a quick story. I was at 79 kilograms and I wanted to get to 80, and I was at 79 since a few months. I remember 3-4 months, I couldn't get at 80. Then by improving my sleep within literally 3 weeks, I'm not even joking, I got from 79 to 82. So also it has really been a game changer for my strength and muscle mass gains to improve my sleep. So all of that and many more things, you will literally get them by improving your sleep. But now you may be asking yourself, okay, Andrea, but how do I improve my sleep? What can I do literally to improve it starting from tonight? And here first, I want to ask David again. I want to ask him for what he has actually implemented, what he has seen that has improved his sleep so far. So
yes, it's easy. I have implemented your tips, like a cold shower in the morning, or also go to sleep at the same time and get up without an alarm clock, but also to put my mobile phone away.
Like before going to sleep.
Yes.
Yes. Sounds good. So the first thing that we have to understand is how much we should actually sleep. And I'm not here to tell you should sleep 9 hours 30 or whatever amount. I'm just telling you that what I've seen and what I've read, for adults it is about 7 to 8 hours, and for teenagers at least 9. Now personally I sleep, like I've seen that my optimal amount of sleep is at least 9 hours 30, and about 10 hours is the best. And David, what about you? What have you seen until now?
Like 7 hours.
7 hours, like your optimal amount of sleep.
No, optimal amount is now what I experienced is like 10 hours.
Okay. But before you were sleeping 7, so you can imagine like 3 hours less makes kind of like a difference. Now, how do you know at what time you have to go to sleep? Personally, I would tell you to just play with it, to just try around for at least 1 week. Try to go to sleep every day at the same time and wake up without an alarm clock, which is the thing that I've suggested David to do, to find out how much you actually need to sleep, right? And as soon as you know how much you need to sleep, you just subtract that from the time that you have to go, like that you have to wake up, and then you have the time when you have to go to sleep. It's literally as simple as that. Now you may be asking yourself, okay, but how do I actually get to that time of the evening and feel tired so that I actually get to sleep? Because maybe you have to go to sleep at 9 p.m. but normally are not tired at that time. So a few things that I've seen on myself that work really well and that I've read and researched about were to not drink coffee in the afternoon, to not eat just before going to sleep, and do not have a hard workout before going to sleep because that wakes you up. Then to not have a hot shower before going to sleep, like a really hot one just before going to sleep, very simply because that also wakes you up. It relaxes you. Like if you take it 1 hour before going to sleep, that is totally fine, and it will actually help you to relax and sleep better. But just before going to sleep, it will heat you up and will prevent you from sleeping well. Then another thing that I've seen was to take a cold shower in the morning, because that wakes you up instantly, so that your brain basically understands, okay, now I'm awake, and you start to give all your energy out throughout the day, so that when you actually get at the evening time, you are tired. Because if you stay the whole day in bed like that and watch a little bit of Netflix and then scroll a little bit of on Insta and all those things, you will obviously not use the energy that you had, right? You will not get tired and therefore not feel tired. So also doing physical activity throughout the day helps. And other things that I've seen are, for example, to look at the sunrise and sunset, because that is a very primitive thing, but like really summarized, it sets your internal alarm telling you that you should become tired when you see the sunset, and that you should be waking up when you see the sunrise. And I highly recommend you to not look at your phone or blue light or in general strong lights just before going to sleep, because that is, as we've seen with the sunrise and sunset, that tells your mind basically, I should wake up. I should be alert. It's day, right? And we obviously don't want that. So now you may be asking yourself, okay, but how do I have a good quality sleep? Because it's not just about how much you sleep, but also about how good you sleep. And there are other things that I recommend you here to follow that I've personally implemented and that helped me out a lot. First thing was to not drink a lot just before going to sleep, very simply because you will have to pee and wake up when you're sleeping, and therefore your sleep quality will be affected. Then another thing, and I see David being here like that the whole time, so amazing. So another thing is to work out throughout the day, because then you feel more rested, you're more tired, and therefore sleep better throughout the night. Then another thing is to reduce the temperature of your room at about 18 degrees Celsius, so that your body can cool down and get into an optimal sleeping state. Another thing that I've seen on myself that changed a lot was to sleep in a very dark and noiseless room. And to actually free my mind before I go to sleep, I like having a sort of routine where I journal, I do my journaling right here, and I basically do relaxing activities and free my mind so that I go to sleep without all those thoughts that I had throughout the day and that might be there in your mind when you want to sleep, but you can't because you think about, the thing that happened, that other guy that told you that thing, that other thing. So David told me about an interesting thing that he did just yesterday, I think, to relax before going to sleep, and that maybe he wants to share with you.
Yeah, I go for a walk with my dog, and after it, I meet with my friend, with my neighbor, and to relax, speak about things in the world, and yes.
Yeah, so it's not really that important what you do. It's just about relaxing and getting into that state of flow where you know that now we will slowly go to bed. Because if you're there, I don't know, playing video games that stimulate you or do other stimulating activities, that will not help you out that much. So personally, I've seen that my life improved a lot while improving my sleep, and I really hope that this video helped you out. I'm so grateful to have had David here to share his experience with you. I'm happy to have had the opportunity to help him out, and I'm sure that if you implement these things, you will also feel the amazing results and amazing benefits of sleeping like you were meant to sleep.
Thanks again for inviting me, and see you as soon as possible.
Yes. Anyways, as always, I wish you all the best. I hope that this video helped you out, and see you in the next one.